Do you know how much time your child is really spending on a screen per day? This topic should be important to you because studies show young children should only have around 1 hour of screen time per day. The use of technology in lower elementary classrooms has both positives and negatives. To illustrate this, we will look at the pros and cons of this situation. Moving into our first topic, the use of technology in schools has many strengths. We see these strengths along curriculum, student communication, access to tools, teachers, and creating equal opportunity for all students. When I talk about technology, I mean electronics, not other forms of high, low, or medium technology. The definition of a smartboard, based on an article published by Promethean on August 21st, 2025, titled What is a Smartboard with no authors listed, is an interactive display that combines touchscreen technology, stylus input, and specialized software to create a dynamic presentation and collaboration tool. It allows for large group work, quick differentiation, and learning methods, and it can be used in a variety of ways to help both teachers and students. Communication skills are another really great source for the use of technology in schools. It's a great source of communication between parents and staff to help keep communication clear about concerns and needs for their children, but it's also a really great tool for students and those who may have disabilities in be nonverbal or semi-verbal. Alternate or augmentative communication is a really great resource for those students. And as I said before, it allows for clear communication between parents and staff. Tying into that, it creates a lot of equal opportunity for students who may be struggling or have a higher level of need than the rest of their class. There's many resources that are able to be used to help students meet them where they are and do what they need to do to meet the curriculum requirements. Moving into our second point, there are many uses of technology that are not helpful to our students. Many people have looked into the technology effectiveness in the classroom and trying to decide what is best, how it should be used. Some of the weaknesses we see are that the use of technology can create a lot of distractions. In a quote taken from Lorraine Lorengo on May 29, 2025, published by Education Weekly, says that more than half of educators, at least 56%, said off-task behavior on laptops, tablets, or desktops is a major source of distraction that cuts into student learning time. And we see that here on this graph where it shows that students are off task at least 1 to 10% of the time. And while that may not look like a lot in these areas, if you have a 30-minute lesson every single day, that adds up to be a lot of time wasted on curriculum. It's also important to know that anything that can be done on a phone can be done on a computer, including scrolling social medias. So if our teachers are constantly trying to find time to make sure their students are on task, we're also losing more time on curriculum. Students in elementary school also don't understand the dangers of the internet, especially in K through 2. Internet safety is something recent generations have been privy to starting in like second to third grade. But according to the Illinois State Code, Section 27405 states that internet safety must be taught beginning in the third grade. So what are we doing about the younger grades who have access to these technologies and these resources? Because even with restrictions on devices from the schools, things still pop up, spam still comes across, bad things may be seen on their computer. So what do we do to help them understand that in an age-appropriate way? That's just another one of the dangers that we see. So there's also the point of when do we consider it too much technology usage, especially in our younger children, because as I said in the beginning, only 1 to 2 hours a day is considered appropriate for younger students. So students that have too much screen time may have causes in cognitive delays, cognitive thinking, language acquisition, behavior, and social, emotional, and mental health. And they may struggle with active memory, executive function, and the ability to multitask. It's important to note that this is not going to be the sole cause of these issues, but it can play a factor. So, all of that being said, the use of technology in lower elementary classrooms has both positives and negatives. And to better understand this topic, we looked at the strength that technology can provide and the ways it can be unhelpful to our students in lower elementary. Overall, the important matter of this speech is to help educators and parents alike become more aware of the pros and cons of technology usage in the classroom. Thank you.